Greetings, horror, sci-fi, and DC movie fans. Drew here for Horror, Sci-Fi, and Beyond. And the Three Musketeers are back.
Yeah.
Back with me, the man, the myth, the legend, Eric White, and Jackson Harburg, the Seeking Wizard himself.
I
And
was
we're
about to ask, did you forget my title? Come on.
and so we're here today to discuss a few things. That's being the new trailer for Robert Eggers' werewolf movie, simply called Werewolf. And then I know we have the brief trailer, so it'll be a brief discussion, but some footage or a trailer for Tom Cruise's movie Digger came out, and I kind of want to talk about that because I do love Tom Cruise as an actor. And then before we get to the main topic, I'm gonna give Jackson some space to talk about the closure day because he apparently loves that movie more than the both of us combined. And then for the main topic, we're gonna be talking about Supergirl, which would be pretty interesting because apparently Jackson loves this movie too.
I did. Yeah. Okay. We'll get
Yeah,
into it.
yeah. You sure you're not a pop person, Jackson?
Maybe. Who knows?
All right. So let's start with you, Jackson. What did you think about this closure day? Go into as many detail as you want. This is
Okay.
spoiler.
Well, I don't want to go into a whole bunch because y'all did a whole episode on it, and I don't want to like just rehash all that. But I will say, mea culpa. I spent months and months on this podcast saying I don't really care about this movie, but I'm going to see it anyway.
hmm
And the trailer was not great, and I still think the title is bad. And the way that the title is incorporated into the movie is even worse.
Yeah.
But I really loved this movie
Okay.
because I don't know. I think so. The best way to describe this movie is, it's made by the guy who made Close Encounters of the Third Kind and then spent nearly 50 years in his head thinking, oh, I could have done that differently. I could have done it better. I could have done this and that. And
Right.
uh, and I just adore how unpretentious and sincere this whole movie is. Now, maybe to the movie's detriment in some cases, because it is definitely not a realistic exploration of what would happen if we were to confirm that alien life existed. I think Arrival is a better, more realistic version of that. But this movie has just Steven Spielberg like laying his heart bare about this topic that he clearly loves. Um, and I like that it was structured, like an old timey like 70s chase movie.
Mm.
hmm
Um, and above all, I love Emily Blunt in this movie. Give her every single Oscar.
Agreed. I agree
And
with
who
that.
doesn't? Who doesn't
I
love
mean,
Emily Blunt? Everybody
right,
loves
and
Emily Blunt.
and she has become kind of a genre queen at this point.
Hmm.
She's got this and Edge of Tomorrow and A Quiet Place and all that. But this is a movie where, like, she just gets to tap into every bit of the live wire that she is on screen because even when she's playing like a more subdued character, like there's just something behind her eyes that is just so vivid
hmm
and wonderful. And this movie just lets her go.
Hmm.
Um, and you've got Josh O'Connor there too, and I love him as well, but he's not nearly as interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
you
agree.
get these scenes where Emily Blunt, like these long takes where she'll just be walking through a scene, and then all of a sudden she can speak Korean. She sits down, she starts speaking Korean, and she
Yeah,
gets up, and she doesn't even realize it happened.
hmm
yeah,
She just keeps going on with her day.
and that classic Spielberg Warner shot.
Right.
hmm
Uh, and it's just such a virtuoso
Mhm.
performance from an actor that I've loved for 20 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but I just sort of respond kind of on a spiritual level to this movie
Hmm.
because you've got the whole subplot with the nuns and
hmm
Bono's daughter and everything. Because that's Bono's daughter, right? In
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
Bono's
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
She was also
I
in Bridge of Spies as well.
She was
okay.
in Bridge of Spies. Yeah.
She was in the Netflix adaptation of Behind Her Eyes, which is a book I
Mm.
read and hated.
No, I
I
never
always
heard
get
of
her
it.
confused with Imogene Poots. They look very similar to me, and
Oh, really?
I
Okay, they
confuse
don't look
them
similar
both.
to me at all. But
Yeah.
okay, but just this idea of truth being
Jackson's breaking up again.
Oh no. Maybe that was the truth. Maybe that was maybe he got cut off by the government
Yeah.
because he's speaking too much truth.
real.
Jackson, are you there? Oh no.
Ah, jeez.
Well, I'm going to say that Jackson was going to say something very eloquent here and very
Yeah,
beautiful, and how much he professed his love for this movie.
I,
He almost is, it's almost breaking through.
oh no, it's cutting in and out again.
Oh no, Jackson, can
Yeah,
you hear
I
us?
don't know. The
Okay.
aliens, I can hear y'all fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the government's trying to stop me from talking about this movie apparently.
Right.
But like I said, just this sort of earnestness of the movie. I just
Hmm.
was like kind of in my feels the whole time,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and I didn't care as much about like the little things like. Would every single person in the world stop and watch the news if something like
Right.
this happened? No, but I loved watching it. And
Is
Okay.
that like would
the
everybody
woman,
like be on board with that in this world of AI and fake
right?
news?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
never tell. But
It,
also, the
yeah.
woman that plays the newscaster at the end of
So
this
good.
movie
So good.
is giving one of the greatest performances I've ever seen.
In like
And
a
I'm
5 minute scene. Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold
right,
statement.
but it's amazing. It's just the
She's
way
really
that
good.
she
Hmm.
starts as just regular newscaster, and she's very convincing in that. And then her brain slowly breaks
Yeah.
Hmm.
over like the next 5 minutes of her reacting to this
Well, that's a
footage.
real newscaster,
And
I think.
Yeah,
oh,
she's a former newscaster. Yeah.
okay, well, she's a great actress. Put her in more
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
It
one of
was,
the best parts of the movie, in my opinion.
yeah, absolutely. And I don't know that I have that much to contribute to the conversation at this point because everybody's already talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I do want to watch it again, I think, at some point. I
Oh,
do
I'm
think
totally
you
gonna
bring up
buy
some
it.
valid points, but sorry, go ahead. You were saying something, Jackson.
I'm just saying, like, all the things that people have criticized about this movie, they just didn't matter while I was watching it. I
Hmm.
was just
Hmm.
in it from like pretty much frame one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
One
Um,
one thing I do want to talk about that I forgot to mention in our episode is I just love seeing like some excitement in Spielberg again.
yeah.
Hmm.
And he's always been that way. He's always been, he's always been very childlike. But
Sure.
man, for like what? He's like almost 80 years old. Like he's like
Yeah.
79. Dude, this is like one of the most, besides like Stan Lee, this is like one of the most energetic old men that I know. Like,
Yeah.
this guy got energy for days. And I just want to say thank you, Jackson, for turning me on to the episode of the Rewatchables. Um
Yeah. That was good.
yeah, oh yeah, over at the Ringer
Hmm.
podcast network where they invited him on to talk about 2001: A Space Odyssey because I was fascinating to
Hmm.
hear him talk about him being there when Space Odyssey was like the thing and we didn't know anything about it, but like we heard, oh, Stanley Kubrick, space epic movie. That was cool to hear Spielberg talk about that.
And then he goes in and everybody is smoking weed. And he's not somebody that partakes in that sort of thing. But he was just there for the movie. And he said, like, maybe he got a contact high, but the movie itself was like a drug to him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, he seems like a lovely man, and anybody that would ever get to sit down and talk to him about movies is very lucky
Oh man,
because
that would be my absolute dream. Like anybody in the world. Like if I had, like if Robin Williams came to me as a genie, my first wish would be I want to sit down and talk to Steven Spielberg for like 10 hours straight.
yeah. I mean, he's up there for me. Like Scorsese is another for me because
Hmm.
he's also somebody with this encyclopedic knowledge
Yeah.
of film. Um,
Yeah. And the thing about it is you got like Bill Sims and Son Fantasy, more, younger people, more in touch with like what's cool nowadays.
Hmm.
And Spielberg's keeping up with them. Like he's keeping up,
Yeah.
like
it's
with
a
like
it's a really it's a really interesting episode because it's three generations of film
Mm.
lovers.
yeah.
Because you've got a boomer, you've got a Gen Xer, and you've got a millennial
Mhm.
all sitting around and talking about 2001: A Space Odyssey. So
Yeah. So I
That's
really hope we get another Spielberg Cruise collaboration. And speaking of Tom Cruise,
oh, here we go.
yeah, got a Digger trailer. So
yeah.
Barely,
so
barely a trailer.
Barely, yeah, like six
so
shots.
I just gotta say, I really we only have like two trailers so far, like a teaser trailer, like absolute
Hmm.
definition of a teaser trailer with
Right.
him in a robe and with a shovel,
Yeah.
and it
With his
says
boots on.
Yeah.
yeah, and it says Tom Cruise is Digger, directed by Alfonso what's his face.
No,
Inarutu.
Alejandro Inarritu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
I would get him and Alfonso the guy that directed Harry Potter.
Cuarón.
Yeah, I would
Hmm.
get them confused.
Well, they're buddies. Them and
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro. They're the three
They all came
amigos.
up around the same time, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool to see that. And I actually saw that trailer in front of Marty Supreme, which is pretty cool. And
Oh,
then
okay.
this trailer came out, and it's basically a Tom Cruise dick
It's a
sucking
highlight
fest.
reel. Yeah.
I didn't even know what was happening at first
I didn't
whenever it
either.
started. I was like, what is going on? I thought it was like a summer series where they're going to show a bunch of Tom Cruise
Right.
movies.
But
And then
also
it just
the
keeps going.
green like logo came up before, like the
Yeah, yeah,
following
yeah, yeah.
preview. So
Right.
I was so confused.
Yeah, but no, it was cool. No, I really like seeing the highlight wheel, and it made me want to go
Well,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, it made me want to go see the Cruise movies that I haven't seen before, like Magnolia and
Oh boy.
yeah, Vanilla
Magnolia. Ooh,
Sky. Is it,
yeah.
what,
Ready to
what's the
get
other one he
sad
did
for
with
3 hours.
Cameron Crowe? Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla
Vanilla
Sky, yeah.
Sky. I
Yeah,
saw
hmm
Vanilla Sky in theaters in like
So did I.
2001. Yeah.
yeah, Born on First of July. Yeah, this is why I don't
Oof.
want to see all the movies I haven't
All the
seen.
heavy ones.
I also realized that there's that famous scene in Vanilla Sky where he's having a dream
Hmm.
and he goes into Times Square and there's nobody
Hmm.
there except for him. And I realized that is my ideal world where I can just walk into Times Square and there's no people, but everything is still operational and I have the run of the place. That is what I want in life, but it's never going to
Time
happen. So
Times Square is miserable. I don't know anybody who would want to go there and hang out. Like there's just too many people there. So I would agree. I would
yeah, but if
agree
it
that
was empty, yeah,
empty, completely empty, but you could just do whatever. Go get some cheesecake, enjoy the M&M store. Yeah, be great.
go to the movies, yeah.
Yeah, go to the movies.
Yeah, so then the trailer ends with him shirtless, wrapped around a towel, staring himself in the mirror from Top Gun, and then I believe it's Henry Cavill from one of the Mission Impossibles, maybe somebody else saying your whole life led to this moment. Cut the black. It's that same shot of him with the shovel and the robe and the
Hmm.
boots.
Right.
Cut the black again, and then you hear the riff for Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Bam,
Hmm.
man, oh, man, oh, man.
Yeah, I love that song.
And then you see him from behind as his character Digger walking up to like some sort of council meeting,
Hmm.
and he's like a cowboy. And then like the next shot, he's like talking to like his security guard, and he says, "When all else fails, you just gotta hit him with the truth, the cold hard truth." Pow, 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 pow. Like he's like pretending to shoot the guy, and he like
Hmm.
puts the gun back in the holster. And he's like his classic Cruise energy, and you see like I thought of like people fighting each other and Tom Cruise doing splits.
He's
Yeah.
walking into like
Crazy.
a big arena at some point.
Uh-huh.
It's so weird. Like, what is this movie?
And
I
you
was
Got
never
about
really even get to see
three
his close
months.
up. Yeah. And you
Yeah,
never really,
we
yeah, he's not even in close up or anything.
we learned
But
nothing about the movie. It's just that Tom Cruise is in it, and apparently it's a comedy
it's a
of
comedy. He's in like old
catastrophic
age.
proportions or
Yeah,
something
he's in
like
like
that.
old age makeup or something
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
some
I
point.
heard
Yeah.
so this was a big hit on CinemaCon this
Mm,
year, and I heard he's completely unrecognizable.
mm.
Okay, good. It's been a long
Okay.
time since we've had Tom Cruise taking a risk, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
So,
from what I understand that what this movie's about, he's some sort of like business tycoon who
yeah.
fucked up real bad to the point where like what he did is going to end the entire world, and it's up to him to save the world. So basically, a classic Tom Cruise movie, just him saving the world.
But as like an
Okay, I'm down.
old, overweight tycoon, that's
Well, he
amazing.
was
I love
weird.
it.
He was weird. He looks. 'Cause of course, I haven't seen him in the full, like a full good shot of the character. He
Sure.
looks overweight in that shot when he did in splits, and when he was with the stubble. He looks like skinny when he's like doing the gun thing. So I don't know. Like, did he?
It's probably over like a course of a very long. Like if it's anything, it's maybe
Uh,
like years of time that we're
that's
covering.
my guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
did this character really like Jersey Mike Philly cheesesteaks?
maybe.
Yeah, like giant size. He didn't get the regular size. He gets the giant size Jersey Mike's, and he did it Mike's way too.
And then
On a
it's like, what
laptop.
is the shovel? What is the shovel?
Yeah, I don't
Ah,
Why
know.
is there a shovel?
I don't know.
Digger. That's why it's called Digger.
But yeah, no, this is quickly becoming one of my most anticipated of the year. This movie looks,
I'm super in. Yeah.
yeah, I
Sold.
really like
Sold. Yeah.
Birdman. Birdman was a lot of fun.
A
Uh,
lot of people have turned on that movie, but I've always loved
Mm-hmm.
it.
yeah, I didn't
I
Same.
watch
think
it.
it's amazing. So The Revenant's okay. What was
Eh.
the
Yeah,
other one he did? What was the other one he
Uh.
did for Netflix? That one was not good.
Oh, the one with Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, I can't
No
remember
Country
what
for
it's
Old Men.
called.
I can't remember what it's called either. But yeah, I heard that one. It had a long title like Birdman did.
mhm.
Yeah.
But that people really hated that one.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really enjoyed this trailer. I think it was a good way to market it to show all of his career highlights. Because you have to
Right.
think about this. Think about this. This guy has worked in for 5 decades. 80s,
Sure.
90s,
With
2000s,
everyone.
2010s, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Right.
2020s.
Yeah.
This guy has probably worked with more big time and famous iconic directors than any other actor ever. Think
That's
about it.
why he's an A-lister.
Yeah, no, he worked with
Yeah.
all the cool, new Hollywood guys. Spielberg, De Palma, Scorsese, and Coppola. He hasn't worked
And
with
Kubrick. Don't
And
forget Kubrick.
Kubrick. Yeah.
yeah, but he's
Kubrick's
not
last film.
yeah, but he wasn't part of that new Hollywood movement. Yeah, he worked with Kubrick, he worked with
Yeah.
Cameron Crowe,
Oliver Stone.
Paul
Yeah.
Thomas
yeah, Matt
Anderson. Yeah.
Paul Thomas
McQuarrie,
Anderson. Yeah.
yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson,
Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
yeah, Ben Stiller. Yeah, he just worked with so many like fantastic directors.
Yeah.
Now he's working with on the Birdman guy. I
hmm
forgot his name.
Inarritu.
Yeah,
Inarritu.
Inarritu. Like that's crazy, man. Like
So
not many like actors can say that they've worked with that many big time directors. Like that is insane to me.
he's never worked with Tarantino though,
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
or
he
the
knows
other
comedy.
Anderson, Wes.
Yeah.
He's never worked with Wes Anderson. I would love to see that. That's
I would watch a Tom Cruise Wes Anderson movie
Yeah.
that would be perfect.
wholeheartedly.
Well, he's
Yeah.
probably never gonna work with Tarantino because apparently Tarantino's doing his last movie and he's done.
Well, and
We'll see.
also
We'll see when he does that.
Tarantino has become a very disagreeable person
Yeah, he's a
Yeah. Well, he's
as
always
he
been
gets older.
disagreeable,
Yeah,
but
but
apparently
now
he's
he's
gotten
like
even worse.
he's
Yeah.
gotten worse. Yeah.
yeah. So when I went to Texas Frightmare, there was actually a this one lady who had on a directed by Quentin Tarantino hat on, and
hmm
when I walked past her, I said, I like your hat, and then she said, yeah, I bought a second one and gave it to Matthew Lillard during a photo op, and she actually has a still meter picture of them with both their hats on, flipping off the camera.
Yes. Awesome.
Love it.
I mean, I love Tarantino as a filmmaker. I think he's a brilliant filmmaker, but good God, just shut the hell up
Yeah, shut up,
sometimes.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like can we get John Goodman from Big Lebowski up in here telling him to shut the fuck up,
Walter.
Tarantino.
This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
You're even
One of
right.
the great TV dubs ever.
Hmm.
Hmm.
No, still the best. No, to me, the best one is I had it with the monkey and the snakes and this 9 to 5 plane.
That's a good one too.
One
That
of
is
the
way
funniest
funnier than the
ones.
actual line. That is way better than the actual line. And
One of
that's
the
saying a lot.
funniest ones is I think it's Dumb and Dumber,
Hmm.
where Jim Carrey's character says "kiss my ass" in the movie,
Mm.
but for TV they change it to "kiss my sandwich," and it
Sandwich.
doesn't fit at all. Like it's so ridiculous.
That's good. Love it.
All right. So let's talk about something real grimy and
Okay.
Hmm.
disgusting, and that is Robert Eggers' new film, Werewolf. And I'll start with you, Eric. What was your thoughts on this trailer?
It's fine. It looks like Robert Eggers doing Robert Eggers.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see. Apparently, they shot it in some weird way,
Mhm.
where it was like they shot it in. And I'd have to look it up because I can't remember what they called it. But basically, what it is, it's like a codec or ever how they filmed it was approaching monochrome, so approaching like black and white without getting black and white, like as close as they could get. So there's still color, but just so desaturated almost that it's almost black and white. So
Mm.
that sounds
Yeah.
cool to me, but I hope this one is more of like an original. I don't know if it's based off any of the other werewolf movies out there. That was the only thing.
Well,
That
he
was my biggest qualm with like Nosferatu is like I've seen this movie like 100 times, you
right.
know?
Well, he's always basing it off something.
Sure.
So like The Witch is based off of like old like court transcripts, and
Right.
The Lighthouse is based on I think diary entries and stuff
Hmm.
like that. But Nosferatu, well, of course, and then the Northman is basically based off the same legend as Hamlet,
Yeah.
You mean the
uh,
Northman?
the Northman.
Northman.
Um,
So I watched I listened to this podcast called Hack the Movies, and they reviewed the Northman, and the guest on there kept saying the Northman for like the
okay,
last so this for like the so like the next like few days. I kept saying the Northman.
cool.
Sorry,
That's
I just want to say that
that's
real
me
quick.
doing John Oliver every time I do that. That's just me.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. So, I love John Oliver. Anyway,
Yeah. Oh, that guy's funny.
But yeah, I mean, it looks fine. I'll watch
Dude,
it at some point. I'm not excited, I
What
guess,
about that
but
opening shot of the moon? That looks sick, dude.
that's the
yeah, it
shot
looks
you're
good.
zeroing in on.
No, well,
But I mean,
not my favorite shot. It just looked cool. Can
Yeah.
I say a shot looks cool
yeah,
for once?
the movie looks cool. I agree with you. The movie looks cool.
Yeah.
It's
But
very much like that Northman vibe, though.
yeah, it's got a
Yeah.
Northman meets
Mm.
Nosferatu vibe going on.
Right.
Um, and I'm fine if it's, I know it's probably based on something, but I'm fine if it's just maybe I hope it's just something that I haven't seen a million times. That's
Right.
really all I
Exactly.
care about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, another thing I like about Eggers is he has such a unique style and vision that he's gonna give you something that you haven't seen before. Like I know you
Unless
guys
it's
Uh,
have,
it-
Nosferatu. Unless it
yeah.
is.
but no. But he does different things. He goes
Sure.
back to that
Of
like
course.
actual vampire folklore where people it wasn't wooden stakes, it was like metal stakes, and they would bend it. So like the vampire wouldn't be
Hmm.
able to get up, and so when the
Mm.
sun would rise, it was just bursts of flame like right there and then. Like that's
Hmm.
cool. Like I heard him say that. I'm like, oh man, I didn't think about that. And then like
Did they
vampire,
do that in the movie? I don't
yeah,
remember that if they did
it
it
was
in
like
the
a small
movie.
thing. But then like
Oh, okay.
Cat Orlok didn't go for the neck, he went for the chest, which is
Hmm.
which is where your heart is, which is where the most amount of blood it would be. I'm like, dude, that's genius. I don't know if you took that from actual folklore, but like that's actually pretty genius.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. And it's probably just can't really show a bunch of nudity in like old movies, so they just went for the neck because it was easier, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea.
that was a
I have no
Hammer
idea
movie.
where the trope of like vampires sucking on people's necks comes from. I
Mm,
assume from like Dracula, from like the 1930s Dracula, but I could be wrong
mm.
about that. Maybe Nosferatu, the original, like the Max
I
von
think
Schreck one. I don't
so
know.
because he does tell Hutter that his wife has a beautiful neck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
mean,
know that was. I'm
suck,
sorry.
sucking blood from the neck makes sense because you've got the carotid artery there.
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
but I just really wanted to see Lily Rose boobs.
of course you did. Okay.
No, no,
Just watch The Idol. It's like every episode of that show.
God, that was so awkward.
Nonstop.
That scene
That
was
show's
so
that show's
awkward.
terrible.
Terrible.
It's real
That's,
bad.
that scene was so awkward to watch with my mom.
Did you watch it with your mom?
Yes, you wanted to go see it. We went to go see
Wait.
Alien
Oh no,
Romulus.
you're talking about
He's talking
Nosferatu.
about
Oh,
Nosferatu, not The Idol.
sorry.
Okay.
So we went to go see Alien
Don't watch the auto
Romulus.
with your mom.
Yeah, so we went to go see Alien Romulus, and they said the trailer, and then my mom was like, "Oh yeah, we gotta go see that." I'm like, "Okay." I know Mr. Akers has a bit of a reputation for this movie.
There
Like
are
almost,
worse movies to see with your mom.
I,
You can go see
I
Eyes Wide Shut with her or something like that. Even that's
yeah,
pretty tame by comparison.
yeah.
I saw Nosferatu at Nathan Rouse's house with him and Jess Fishley and Andrew Nelson
Oh
and Matt
God,
Murray and like a whole bunch of like Fear of God people.
I bet you have to do a lot of leg crossing, Jackson.
No, it's that movie is not a turn on.
I know. I'm joking. Well, the thing I like about Eggers about his movies is the nudity isn't like gratuitous or like
No,
tantalizing.
it's
Like it's very
No,
much part of the story.
sure.
right.
What's your
No.
thoughts about this trailer, Jackson?
I mean, it just looks like Robert Eggers jizzing all over the screen. Like, that's basically what it is. And I here's what I wonder though. It's like it's not so much about this movie because I'm obviously going to go see it. I love werewolves. I love sort of medieval stuff. What I'm wondering is like, what does he do after this? Like, what
Frankenstein?
he can't make Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro just did Frankenstein.
It's never.
Everybody is
That's true.
I know, but like he can't do that. He can't
Maybe,
really do
maybe.
he can't do the Mummy. Obviously, he's not going to do anything set in the current day because he has no interest in that. So I'm like, what is he going to do? Here's my dream Robert Eggers project. He does an alien
Mm.
movie, but it's
Oh.
like aliens landing in medieval times.
Ooh. Well,
Ancient Egypt sort of thing.
I heard he's gonna
Yeah.
do a
Yeah.
medieval movie at some point called The Night or something. So
Okay, cool. It's going to be like the Northman,
the
but in
Northman.
England, I guess.
So
But yeah, I really want to see him do something that really surprises me again, I
Yeah.
guess.
So I know when me and Ben Ellis
Mhm.
reviewed Nosferatu, I asked him what time period do you want to see Robert Eggers tackle, and he said either World War One or World War Two. I'm like that would be interesting, especially the first World War. That'd be really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's even more
Oh,
that's pretty. I mean, all war is hell, but it's just so more like it's more archaic than the second one. You don't really know, like nobody's is around anymore from that, from that time period. So like I think that would be a lot more interesting.
yeah. You think he'd ever do a movie set in the present
No,
or the
hell
How
future?
about Eggers? How about Eggers remaking Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, but doing it well?
Okay.
no. But
That would be fun. Anyway.
one thing I did find fascinating, and what made me excited about the trailer was he recently did an interview, like his first interview for this movie, kind of hyping it up, and he said that
Hmm.
one of his biggest inspiration was a movie that we talked about a few years ago when we talked about like our best and worst movie theater experiences. and it was the movie that you brought out that you talked about Jackson. It's hard to be a god. I mean,
Oh wow.
yeah. So he said that like that was like his one of his biggest inspirations. Like this makes everything
Really?
grimy and
Interesting.
disgusting.
Okay, now I'm starting to understand this man a lot better
Yeah,
because
but obviously it's
that
probably not
movie is
that
nuts.
level. It's probably not gonna get to that level, but it's gonna be a pretty disgusting movie. I mean, all of his movies are pretty grimy, and he
Yeah.
really like puts in that time period. And this feels like classic Eggers. This feels like low budget Eggers.
Oh, this feels like higher budget than that. I mean, he's got like
This feels like
crazy.
Northman
Yeah,
Eggers.
yeah. It
Yeah.
does feel like Northman to me.
Yeah, a little bit. It's still, I still get a little bit of the Witch vibe. Like it's, I think,
Yeah,
yeah, I feel like
Okay. I mean,
Northman.
sure.
Yeah, I feel like
sure. There's some like
Northman.
ritual stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Northman and Nosferatu were very like mainstream Eggers. I think this is going to be like weird, like what the fuck Eggers. Not like Lighthouse level, but like still like pretty trippy.
I'm all for that. I'm happy with a weird Eggers. He
Yeah,
plays it too safe sometimes.
yeah,
Trying to make $50 million like Viking movies.
yeah. Apparently he's doing the Christmas Carol. Um,
He's gonna do a Christmas
Yeah,
Carol.
I'm like, why?
I don't want him to do that. I
Ew.
he doesn't have the right sensibility for that.
Yeah.
He I mean, it'd be interesting to try to see him do something that's actually supposed to be inspirational and heartwarming.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yes, that is a ghost story, but it's supposed to be like a moral fable.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's what he does. He
Yeah,
doesn't make moral fables.
there is a Christmas Carol that FX did.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it was
God.
terrible. I'm afraid it's gonna go that
One with
level.
Guy Pearce. Yeah.
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 But good thing is, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but we might get Willem Dafoe as Scrooge, and that's
I
just
mean,
all.
that's good casting for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas, bah humbug.
The other thing I'll say about this movie is, do y'all have y'all watched a lot of Mystery Science Theater 3000?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Lots. Lots and lots.
once upon a time, they did a movie from I think the early '90s called Werewolf, and it
Yeah.
starred Joe Estevez, Martin Sheen's
Mm-hmm.
brother.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one woman in the movie who has like a really thick accent, and so
Mm-hmm.
she keeps saying it werewolf or werewolf, and that became a whole joke. It's like, oh no, it's a werewolf, and so
Warwolf.
the way he spells it in this movie that just made me think of that episode.
Yeah.
If
So
only this was a Mystery Science Theater movie. If only Robert Eggers was making like a Mystery Science Theater
what
movie.
if it
You don't
is?
know
What
it
if
till you
it's
show
like
up
a
to the yeah.
secret one?
You
Yeah.
yeah. You show up to the theater. There's just like three guys and some robots sitting in the
All right.
front.
Sure.
Love it.
So before we get into the Supergirl discussion, I do want to ask you guys, between this and Digger, which movie are you looking forward to the most?
Digger.
Oh, Digger, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Digger. I mean, I'm really looking forward to Werewolf too. I think this is gonna be a really good year for movies. I think, yeah, hopefully.
Like I
I
said,
mean,
I've had a hell of a
you
summer. I
say
mean,
that, but like I feel like. Sorry,
what
go
was
ahead.
it? Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say like big budget movies are kind of dying this
Yeah.
year. Like there's been a lot of like indie movies that have kind of like done a lot
Mhm.
better. Like Masters of the Universe tanked. Disclosure Day's doing okay, but like stuff like that Mandalorian movie tanked.
Yeah.
Supergirl didn't do too well this past weekend. So I
I
mean,
heard Masters of the
maybe
Universe
this
is
is the
pretty
end of
good.
like blockbuster movies. I don't know. I heard it was too. I was
But
interested
you
in
got
seeing
stuff
it,
like
but
Backrooms and Obsession that are just tearing up the box office.
yeah, exactly. And
Like
they're like
very low
smaller,
budget.
I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah,
horror
10
will
million, $1 million
always do
movies.
good at the box office. I mean, not always, but it's expected to always do good, especially in
But
these trying times.
But
I've
there's, I mean, other,
loved all
yeah.
the movies I've seen the past few weeks. Like I went to see Death of Robin Hood. That was really
Mm.
good.
I need to see
I
that.
saw I saw Toy Story 5. I loved that.
Toy Story 5 is wonderful. Yes.
Eric and I talked about Power Ballad on here. I really
Yeah.
liked that movie. So yeah, I'm kind of pumped.
Yeah, but those are all movies I want to watch on streaming. Like the movies I want to watch in theaters, of course there'll be exceptions, but or like blockbuster, like big sci-fi action movies or like horror movies or
Right.
comedy movies.
I don't know. I love just going to the theater and seeing any old movie, like especially
Oh
like a
yeah,
movie that I don't know. Like it's
But
to me, it's
anyway,
like going to church, but whatever.
yeah.
To each
yeah,
their
it
own.
is sort of like that. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the Supergirl review. Took us an hour to get there, but we're here.
Just 44 minutes.
Um, so the plot summary for Supergirl, according to the Internet Movie Database, Kara Jor-El, aka Supergirl, joins forces with an unlikely companion on an interstellar journey of vengeance and justice when an unexpected adversary strikes too close to home.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. I, Kara Zor-El, hereby declare that 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Proton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
All right, Jackson, what is your quick thoughts about this movie since you love this movie?
Well, it's not that I love it, but you know, I it was one of those things where the trailer looked really dull to me, because it looked just like, it's just sort of a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing. And I won't say that I love everything about this movie. Like, I don't love the way it looks. Craig Gillespie is an okay filmmaker at best. He's made stuff I really liked. But what I really responded to in this movie, and I feel like I'm in the minority on this based on the other reviews that I've heard, is that I just loved
Mhm.
Kara. Like, what a wonderful character to spend, 2 hours. But I think this movie has a lot of wonderful qualities that not everybody necessarily is talking about.
Mhm.
They're sort of wrapped up in like the sort of basicness of the plot and all of that. And I think the what's best about this movie are the little things that maybe not everybody is paying attention.
Yeah, and well, you're always gonna get those assholes that are gonna complain no
Oh,
matter what.
Mhm.
Um, kind of thing, like the anti-woke crowd, which is just ridiculous. They're just gonna complain about a movie, saying it's gonna taint before it even comes out. There's people that wasn't gonna see this
yeah.
movie and even said that like this is the end of like James Gunn's DC. I'm like, what the fuck? It's two movies in. It's two movies in.
I
A movie
mean,
that people generally liked and a movie that people didn't really like. Like, stop.
it probably just depends on how this one does well,
Yeah.
how well it does at the box office. Because it costs like 175 million to
Mm.
make. And
Yeah.
it had like I think it was like 70 million worldwide this past weekend. So we'll see how it does in the next few weeks.
Yeah,
If
we
it can
got
break even, I think we'll continue on. But if it doesn't, I don't know.
well, we got some
Yeah.
more projects, going on. We got
Sure.
Lantern, we got Clayface, and then we got the new Superman 2.
I
So
mean, those are for sure happening
yeah,
unless they shelf them like Warner Brothers does and just hide them from the world until
yeah, and then we got
until
Paramount
someone
I
pays for them. Yeah,
I think it's too late for that because they've already been marketed so
Mm,
much.
maybe.
So,
I wouldn't put anything past them at this point.
yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't necessarily either, but it's not like, so the thing with the Batwoman movie that got shelved after it was
Hmm.
basically finished, but
Yeah,
people didn't even really know that was happening. Like
that's
there had
true.
been no trailers, there had been nothing. It was kind of just a thing they were doing, and then
Mhm.
they said, "Nah, we're not going to do it."
Yeah.
With somebody like James Gunn, like they're at least going to get this through Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
You
agree. I
know,
agree. I mean, unless it ends up like that Wile E. Coyote, like that Acme movie, like Coyote versus Acme, where like they shelve it until someone else buys it and then puts it out. But I can't
it's
see that
true.
happening.
Yeah. Eric, what was your quick thoughts about this movie?
I went into it like completely blind. I don't think I'd seen a trailer for it. I
Mhm.
think I'd seen like a couple of
Huh.
TV spots just on in the background, and so I knew it was coming. I mean, I'd heard things about it. I had seen the lead. Is it Alcock? Alcock? I don't know how to
Alcock,
say her last name.
yeah.
Alcott. I'd seen her in the first season of like House of Dragons, and she's really good in
Hmm.
that.
Mhm.
But she's only in like half the season, and then they like switch. They switch and they age
They age
everybody
her up
up.
rapidly. Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't. I was just getting used to like liking these characters, and they get rid of them all. And so I would, I'd been interested to see what she was going to do for a while. And I think that is the strongest thing for this movie is her performance and that character. The movie's got problems. It's not a perfect movie. But I had a good time. I went in with super low expectations and I had a great hour and 47 minutes, which
Mhm.
it's nice to see a superhero movie under 2 hours. So
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of same on the same boat with you, Eric.
mhm.
Neither warm or hot about this movie. It's a middle of the road superhero movie. I also was hearing people say they was a complete shit show. I'm like, no. Have you seen the last Thor? Have you seen the last Ant-Man? Have you seen the Flash? Those are shit shows that you
You
never
seen
want
the
to watch
Green
ever
Lantern?
again.
Yeah, you seen the Ryan Reynolds Green
I
Lantern
watch
movie?
everything. Yeah,
Yeah, it's terrible.
yeah. I still need to watch it to see how bad it is.
Oof, oof.
It's real bad.
It's real bad.
I can imagine it being worse than the movies
From
had
a good
made.
director, too.
Yeah.
So,
Who directed it?
Martin Campbell,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
the guy that
shit!
made the Zorro movies, Casino Royale. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Golden
With
Eye.
like good actors in it. Like it wasn't like they were hurting for like people to be in the movie. It's just
Right.
epic failure.
Yeah, so I thought it was a middle of the road superhero movie. Did not like the end. I thought it kind of negated the whole thing a bit.
Hmm.
But we'll get into that a little bit later. I wanted more Lobo. I thought Jason Momoa was amazing as Lobo.
I
I thought
wanted
we got
less
just enough
Lobo.
Lobo. Yeah, I think we got just enough. And any more, I would have been like, ooh.
Well, that may not more Lobo, but like make him make sense to the plot a little bit more, not have
Sure.
too much.
That
Yeah,
I can accept. Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Now that brings me to one of my least favorite things about this movie, which was the editing, which was pretty horrendous. Like if I'm noticing how bad the editing is first time around, where my first time viewing a movie is taking it all in, if I'm noticing that, it might be pretty bad.
Yeah, it's Craig. Has Craig? I've seen a few Craig Gillespie movies. Has he done a lot of action movies before this one? Because I know he did I,
Not,
Tonya. Yeah,
I'm trying to think. I mean, he's never done really action, but
yeah.
he's done a lot of stuff that has this kind of style to it. Like
Mm-hmm.
even I, Tanya, on a much smaller scale,
Sure.
he's pulling a lot of the same tricks. And then he did like Cruella.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's something I'm forgetting in here. I mean, I know Craig Gillespie from Lars and the Real Girl, which is the
Yeah.
opposite of this
Way
movie.
back when. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Uh, I guess he did Fright Night. What was that Anton Yelchin
Oh
movie from
yeah, he
like
did that one
15
too.
years ago?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's
Yeah, the
not. I
remake.
don't like that movie very
It's
much.
it's not
I
great, but
really like it. I thought Colin Farrell was a lot better as Jerry Umbridge or old. What's his name? What's his last name?
Nah,
Large
don't
Jerry,
Aldridge.
a
remember.
vampire named Jerry. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, I agree. It's sort of like the superhero elements, the like the action sequences are a little not what's the word pedestrian sometimes, and not
yeah.
all of them are bad. But some
Well,
of them
first
are
of
just
all, the
kind of like
Lobo
same
introduction,
things
where
we've seen
like sees
before.
arm wrestling with all these aliens, and then you cut to like Lobo in the shadows like one or two times. No, you keep coming back to that guy. You keep showing little parts of him, and like, ooh, if you know who that is, he's like, ooh, Lobo. But yeah, they didn't do that. They cut to him like his arm, his hand for
See,
like
I
a
didn't
split
know who
second.
that was, and I have no idea. I have no idea what Lobo can do or
Mm,
like what he does. I know he's like a bounty hunter, but that's about it. Like I don't know anything about Lobo, and this movie told me nothing new about him.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
I've never read the comics, so that's a character
Yeah,
that I know that he exists.
mm.
I've heard his
sure, yeah.
name, but I know nothing about him. And yeah, this movie's not helping very much.
Yeah. It kind of relies on the performance by Momoa, but he
Which
was so
it's
much
just
fun.
him, just being like
Yeah,
an enthusiastic rascal,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
which is
uh,
always fun to watch, but
yeah,
doesn't really like lend itself to a lot of depth.
yeah. But I would love to see a Lobo movie. I think that'd be really cool.
That's probably what they're trying to do.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Set him up here, give him a single one down the road.
Apparently he's going to be in the new Superman.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
probably the other
Huh.
thing is they're
Yeah. Setting
making
up
him
Justice League, maybe?
part of this
He's
universe.
yeah.
Yeah. I think with Justice League, I think it's going to be Brainiac. Going to be the big bad.
Mm, yeah.
Um,
Maybe.
so let's get into spoiler warnings or
Okay.
spoiler section.
Okay.
So if you guys have not seen Supergirl yet, um, turn off this video. If you don't want to get spoiled, turn off this video now because we're about to enter the spoiler zone. Do 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 do. All right, guys. So let's talk about Supergirl's origin a little bit. That was a that was a little bit surprising for me. I thought how it's gonna go was like more the traditional route that we've seen it. That I've seen in like
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
cartoons and and video games and stuff like that, where like the planet blows up and then they send both Superman and Supergirl off. But no,
Hmm.
they send Superman off first, and then like Kara's dad put like a force field around like the city that they live in, and
Mm-hmm.
then like something like with kryptonite or something like that get all them sick or something,
Hmm.
and then that's what
Mm-hmm.
causes them to send Kara to Earth or send her away or something. If you want to fill me in these, I didn't quite get everything to the subtitles.
Yeah, no, I mean it's basically they've accidentally poisoned themselves with
Mm,
kryptonite, or like the planet exploding, like
mm,
basically exposed them all to this sort of like radiation that's
mm,
slowly killing everyone, and then they send the her father, which I don't remember his name,
mm.
which is one of the guys from Harold and Kumar, like one of his buddies who lives across the hall.
Yeah.
Uh, like he builds a ship for
Also,
Kara to leave on, and all that
also
sort of
it's Bernard
yeah.
the Elf from Santa Claus.
He is.
Yeah.
To me, like I was kind of on the fence about this movie up until this point, and I could see why people would hate it, but I loved it. From like here on, the movie like worked for me. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like before this, there was some like kind of what you were saying, like there's just some like clunky beats, and some like overall sort of like hitting sort of like it's a revenge movie. Oh, it's like a John Wick, we got to save our dog sort of thing. With some like nice beats and stuff in there. But then like from this point on, like we discovered that like like Krim and his gang of dudes are like making like child brides and stuff in this area of the movie,
Yeah,
and
that's
like
kind
it
of
gets
random.
really dark. It gets really dark, and I'm like, oh, this is more messed up than I thought it was going to be. From here on, I kind of like really enjoy the movie.
Mm,
Those are my thoughts.
yeah. Yeah, so I thought that was a really interesting way. I hate to say it, as much as I defend Man of Steel, I like to look at Krypton more here.
Then in Man, I don't remember how it looked in Man of Steel, to be
Yeah.
honest.
A lot of phallic-shaped spacecrafts, is all I can say.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of
Yeah, it looks more like
vagina-looking
a
doors as
place
well.
people would actually live.
Live.
Yeah, very well. The one that made Steel was very A-Star Geiger, a little bit. This was
Yeah.
more like Star Trek, yeah, a little bit more. But I thought was pretty cool. Um, but I thought that was cool, and yeah, like I said, I think that's when.
Right.
No, I like
Hmm.
Superman more. like I can watch that movie more. But I feel like this one with that, it took a little bit more of a risk. It's
You could
kind of
watch. Did you say you could watch the Man of Steel movie more than
no
this movie?
Superman, the James Gunn Superman movie.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah, that movie more a little bit more entertaining for me. But like just the fact that
sure.
they did a different type of planet Krypton blowing up or being destroyed kind of thing. And I don't know
Mm,
how if they ever used that in the comics at all. But I thought that was pretty. I thought that was interesting. Where all these people are being
mm-hmm,
poisoned before the planet blows
mm-hmm.
up. And I believe in the
Mhm.
animated series from the 90s, I believe Brainiac blows up the planet, if I remember correctly.
Sure.
And so that's what I was
Okay.
hoping
I
that
have
we
no
would
idea. I have no
revisit
idea. Yeah.
at some point. But
I'm kind of glad that they didn't have like a big like the stakes are low for the most part. I
mhm,
mean, they're like human level stakes. They're not like like the universe is going to explode if we don't
mhm.
get out there. You know what I mean? Like it's all personal. Like
Right.
she's got to save her dog. The I can't remember the sidekick's name. But she's out to avenge her
Ruthie.
family. Ruthie.
I looked it up. It's Ruthie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she was
She's out
great.
to
That little
avenge her
girl played.
family. Yeah, like
She's
uh
great.
I love that it's smaller. Like all this feels smaller, more personal.
Hmm.
Like worlds exploding. I feel like they do so much in like superhero movies. So like seeing like a smaller story
Right.
like this on this scale was great.
Yeah. Any more? Do you got anything you want to say, Jackson?
So, okay. So, yes, I agree that once it goes into Kara's backstory, that's the point where I stopped just liking the movie and started really getting into it because I
Yeah.
did not expect that. And
Mm-hmm.
it does a good job of letting you understand like why Kara is younger than Clark, but came to Earth so much longer afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because it said like what is it? Krypton exploded 8 years before she was even
Mhm,
born,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then she grew up to be a teenager on this sort of floating colony that they built,
mhm,
and you get to know her parents and they seem like really sweet people, even though in the Superman movie we learned that Clark's parents, or Kal-El's parents more accurately, not great. They wanted him to go and conquer
Mm-hmm.
Earth and create a harem for himself.
yeah.
But now you get Jor-El's brother, and he seems like a much more sort of gentle figure
Yeah.
in Kara's life.
Leave it
And
leave it to James Gunn to make a harem joke in a
of course he's
family
going to.
friendly
Yeah,
Superman
it's James.
movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I love that the movie, it didn't start at the beginning of the origin story.
Mm,
Like the first time you see it cut back is her at her mother's funeral.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even realize it's her mother or her father or whatever. And that's where she meets Crypto. And Crypto is just
Mm-hmm.
like a little puppy who's, I guess, just abandoned or something. Like he's just there. He's a stray. Um, and so that's the connection you make first. And then it jumps back even farther and you get
Mm-hmm.
to see all the build up towards that.
mm.
Um, and I love all the stuff where like she's a teenager when she goes into the pod to go to Earth, and when Clark finds her, you know, crashed in the snow, she can't even speak English. She doesn't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that's my favorite part of the movie right there. That just
And
confirmed my love of Colin Sweat as
he's so fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's so delightful as Superman because he's just like he really plays it like just a regular dude from Kansas.
Well, the thing about
Mm-hmm.
it is,
We got a lot of
Yeah.
bowling.
I can tell that he enjoys being Superman. I don't feel that with Cavill at all,
Right. Yeah.
especially
No.
versus
Cavill's
that.
trying to play the godhood.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're Superman. You get to make out with Rachel Brosnahan. Like, come on.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sculpted. You spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that, you get personal trainers and whatnot. We get it. Cool.
Yeah,
But
man. Yeah,
Right.
just don't care emotionally
you
about
know
that character in that
how
movie.
much I want to make out with Rachel Brosnahan as Clark Kent Superman.
I mean, I watched all the seasons of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, so I was already on board with her
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
But I'm trying to think what else. Like,
Oh,
okay,
the whole bowling bit was really funny during that
it's
scene.
very funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I don't know much about the screenwriter for this movie. I need to look her up because I
I
don't know
don't
what
know.
she's done.
I
So
noticed that it was a single writer, which is interesting for
Yeah.
a lot of these movies, which usually have like teams of writers or at least 2, 3 people,
yeah,
or that's like a writer
so
director sort of situation.
Hmm.
what happened here was, and I think why a lot of the fans of the Woman of Tomorrow comic were upset, was that the screenwriter and then the director did not read the comic. Um, while working on the script. Um,
Yeah.
and so that's why a lot of people were upset about it. And I don't blame them because I mean it does. I read a little bit of the comic, the first, like 50 pages of it. Um, it's
Hmm.
very different. I mean the basic outline of it, it's the same, Ruthie taking revenge on this guy.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Apparently how it ends is 200 years later, and she meets up with Krem again, or the bad guy that kills
Hmm.
her family, and he's
Hmm.
Hmm.
remorseful, and he kills him. She kills him anyways, and then immediately has a pit in her stomach. I'm like, oh shit! Now I'm gonna have to live with that kind of thing. I didn't
Yeah.
get
Okay.
that. After I heard of that, I'm like, yeah, I did not get that here. So basically, like Supergirl tells her, don't seek revenge because you're gonna
Hmm.
regret it. And then she does it. I'm like, fuck off with that shit.
I mean,
No,
Supergirl's already
see,
got things to use a rivet.
that's what I loved about it is
Yeah.
because Supergirl's entire heroic arc is not just learning to be like heroic and selfless.
Mm.
It
Hmm.
is protecting the well-being of this young girl.
Hmm.
Like it is protecting her soul because,
Yeah.
hey, let's bring Harry Potter into it. That's the whole thing in Harry Potter is killing rips the soul apart.
Mm.
Hmm.
And so Kara, her soul is already pretty damaged and it's not damaged beyond repair. But
Hmm.
instead of like indulging this girl and letting her fulfill her revenge fantasy,
Hmm.
she takes all of that onto herself. She's like, don't do this. And then, oh, I love the lines. Like, she stabs him, in the stomach and says, this is
Mm.
for my dog. And
Yeah.
then she says, and this is for what you did to that little girl. Stabs him in
Hmm.
the neck.
Nick, right?
And
Yeah.
I I absolutely love that moment. And I know that some people are going to be like, oh, it's a cop out because Ruthie is the one that's supposed to kill him. It's like, no, Ruthie needs to get out of this unscathed.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, it's she's like the moral opposite of like Superman in a lot of ways, that she will kill, but at the
yeah,
same time, what's the words for it? It's like she's looking out for like the souls of these characters versus like Superman's just looking out for their like physical well-being. Does that make sense?
right. Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
and
That's
that's
what
what
I
I
loved
loved.
about it.
That's what I loved about the end of the movie, at least. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I get like the two polar opposites because when Krypton was being destroyed, is it Kal or Jor-El is Superman's Kryptonian? I will get confused.
Jor-El is his Kryptonian father.
Okay, so
Hmm.
Kal-El. So when the planet blew up, Kal-El was just a baby. Like he didn't remember any of that.
Right. Exactly.
So
Right.
it's not going to affect him.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
Kara Jor-El was old enough to know and to learn,
Right.
all this, about her family and have memories with her parents and on Krypton. So yeah, it would really screw you up being
Hmm.
sent to a planet that is vastly different. I mean, people didn't, got upset when James Gunn called Superman an immigrant story. That's what it is. Like he's from
It's
another
exactly what it
world.
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And then even more so here because he speaks an entirely different language
Yeah.
from her cousin,
Oh, yeah.
Kal-El, who, he doesn't even know I mean, I'm assuming that he didn't learn. He wasn't old enough to learn Kryptonian. He
No,
only knows
because
it.
he doesn't. That's a whole plot point in that movie is
Yeah.
that he
Hmm.
doesn't know what his parents are saying in that video. And then when they figure out what they're
Yeah.
saying, he's horrified
Oh
and
God, dude,
ostracized
that
for
Hmm.
that
it.
punk
Yeah.
rocker scene at the end of Superman was so beautiful when like he's like, well, no, like my, he was like, I'm so desperate, like I want to have a little bit of my home world, where I come from, but then he learned his dark secret,
Yeah.
and then he finds out, and like, no, these are my people now.
Right.
This is the people that I grew up with for were Earthlings.
Chosen family. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is what the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are ultimately about.
Yeah.
And so when he lays there on, on his chair, recovering from the battle, and he's watching all the home videos, from his Kansas parents, and that punk rocker song by Iggy Pop and the Teddy Bears.
Yeah.
I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. It's just so beautiful because yeah, like that's your family now. Like
Yeah.
that's the people that's the people that raised you.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, is like it always was his family.
Mhm.
Like because he didn't really have a Kryptonian family to speak of. They were already dead by the time
Mhm.
he achieved
Yeah.
any level of consciousness. And
Mhm.
so Kara, she's having to deal with the exact opposite problem. She had
Hmm.
people that she deeply loved and
Mhm.
deeply loved her. And now she's stranded on this other planet with her cousin that she's
Yeah.
never met.
Yeah.
And
Some weird
and
cousin. Yeah.
so by the time she, starts to like, she learns the language and
Mhm.
everything, but she's still like, she says it in the movie. She's like, I don't have any people.
Hmm.
And so the movie is her learning to have people again.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
what I like so much about it. It's not like the most nuanced, like
Yeah.
original
Mhm.
idea, but I like seeing it applied to somebody from the Superman family, you know?
Yeah, so I wish they would have maybe done the flashbacks a little bit more. Like maybe you see her bonding a little bit more with Kal-El.
Yeah,
Um
but I don't think she does bond with him. I think she sticks
well,
around long enough to like learn
well,
English,
not
Hmm.
bond, but
but
him trying to connect with her. I wanted a little
I
Yeah.
more of that,
guess.
maybe.
Okay, sure.
He's absolutely trying to connect with her, and
Yeah, at
she
least one
does
more scene
not
of
care.
that.
Yeah. You
Yeah, at
wanted
least,
more scene of that? I thought we got just enough. Like
Yeah,
he explicitly states the themes of this movie
mm,
like pretty
right.
succinctly at the top. I thought we got just enough of him in the movie.
yeah. So that's
Without it, feeling like a retread of just like another Superman movie. Like I
yeah.
like this that
Hmm.
it was its own thing.
Yeah, so basically seeing Cohen Sweat in that scene made me really hope for the best. Like I hope the next couple of projects are are successful enough. I hope with Paramount coming in, they don't fuck everything up and want to reboot the DC universe. Because I really do love Cohen Sweat. Christopher Reeve is still the best Superman in my opinion, and
Sure.
because I mean, he's the reason why that movie works. Really. I mean, there is some cheesy parts in it, I'll give you that. But he's the heart and soul of all four of those movies.
Sure.
Like even when they get real bad in three and four. But he's still like but man, like what a legacy like to have. And the fact that like Christopher Reeve's son is very welcoming. Um, with Cohen Twice. It seems like. Bringing him, kind of bringing him into that Superman dynasty. And
Yeah.
actually, I saw an interview that Real Reeves did with Colin Sweat, and Colin Sweat's a big Eagles fan, and he actually gave him two um, jerseys, and one was like the classic 70s Kelly Green, and it said Reeves 78, which is when the first movie came out. And then the
Nice.
other one with like the more the modern one, and it said Cone Sweat 25.
Mm.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. Super. I'm like,
That's
I'm in
very
good
cool.
company. As an Eagles fan, I got Will Smith, got Kevin Hart, got Bradley Cooper. Now I got Superman. David Cohen. Is it Daniel or David Cohen Sweat?
I
David.
have no idea.
David.
David, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in good company, man.
Yeah.
Yep, I got Rocky Raccoon, I got 18K, and I got Superman. Is it 18K or 18J from Men in Black? I think it's
He
J.
is he's J
J.
because Tommy Lee Jones is K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
JK.
Yep.
Just kidding.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes, JK
Uh,
Simmons. He should have been in
Sure.
the Men in
I need
Black
you to give
movies. He
me
would have been
pictures
great.
of Men in
It
Black.
would have been. This podcast this episode's completely gone off the rails. We're not even talking about Supergirl anymore. We've jumped like to a movie from
No, I'm
30
just talking
years
about my
ago.
love for the James Gunn Superman movie because that's
Sure.
my favorite Superman movie. And
All right.
actually, here's what's crazy is that first poster of him flying with all the neon colors, behind him. That is my favorite superhero movie poster of all time,
Hmm.
even over any of the Batman movies. And that's
Hmm.
crazy. I never thought I would like a
That's a
Superman
really
thing
good
over
poster.
Batman.
That's a
Yes.
good poster, yeah.
Dude, I love that poster so much that I dropped $120 and bought
Oh my
the
god.
10 poster from the
Goodness.
side. The like the big giant one.
Like the movie theater size ones. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But it's a 10 poster, but they plant at 3.
Oh, it's 10 poster. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, from the company display,
Mm-hmm.
which I love.
All right. We need to talk about the villain in this movie because
Yeah.
here is the double-edged sword. He's got the same problem that a lot of the Marvel villains have fallen under fire for, in that he has no nuance, he has no personality, he is just evil. I think the performance is pretty good. It's Matthias Schoenaerts, I think is the
Yeah.
guy's name, and
Mhm.
I've seen him in little stuff here and there. What they do to make up for the fact that he has no real personality is they make him the most evil motherfucker you can possibly imagine. Dude is so slimy, piece of shit evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most evil. Like he's literally a trafficker. Like
Yeah.
he is he is everything that we have learned about and learned to hate in the past, decade or so
Yes,
of
I
living
hate
on
all
this
of
earth.
that. I did not like the way he performed the character. He was just way too goofy.
I
Like,
kind of liked it. I think it worked
I
for him.
think that's what makes it work is because he's
Yeah.
such a goofball, but you realize what he's doing. He's not
So bad, yeah.
he's not like a Morton Joe who's
Yeah,
just like acts evil all the time. Like
Mm.
Krim doesn't act evil most of the time, like unless he's killing someone.
mm.
But what he's doing is the most evil thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And
Like I said, I'm not.
they sort of hand wave it a little bit, like collecting he's collecting all these girls because his race is an all male race and he is trying to preserve that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just so despicable, and he's not a fleshed out character. I think it is fine.
He doesn't have to be nuanced. This is the type of like
So,
villain that's
yeah.
just like
It's my
this is the type of villain that's just like, oh no, he's just
the
evil.
brigands.
He's just
They
you don't
call
have
him
to
brigands,
justify
which is
him.
such a fun thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously go into like his historical context.
Yeah, it just. I get what you're saying. I'm not diminishing what he does, or that is bad. Like I hate trafficking and all that stuff. It's just he's too goofy. He walks into this family's house and he asks, "Is that pie?" Takes his knife,
Yeah.
cuts a piece of it, and then just eats it like it's pizza. That's dumb.
Yeah.
And then
I gotta love it. Like,
well, yeah, and then he taunts Supergirl with the antidote, and he's like, "I got your puppy's antidote." I'm like, "Oh my God, this is just goofy."
I get it because at that point in the movie, I didn't know what that was around his neck. They don't do a very good job of setting it up. So by the time he said that, I was just like, "Oh, okay, I know it.
It's just the
Okay,
way
I
he
get it
said
now.
it.
I get why they did it."
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I get it's a superhero movie. It's supposed to be a little goofy.
Sure.
Superman was goofy. Lex Luthor was not goofy. That guy.
Was he? Nicholas Holt was
Lex
pretty goofy.
Lex
I
Luthor was pretty
no, no, let
goofy.
me finish my
Yeah.
thought. Let me finish my thought.
Okay, go for it.
Graham, yeah, obviously trafficking people. That is way worse than what Lex was doing.
Yeah.
The way Nicholas Holt performed the performance, you felt the evilness from him. That whole Russian roulette scene was fucked up. Like when he's, doing the classic Russian roulette thing, and then by like the second time, like it kills the dude. And he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that was gonna last a little bit longer. Like, fuck off, dude. You're
Yeah,
a piece of
but
shit
he's
for
but
doing
he's
that.
he says a silly thing like that at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like he's a goofball as well when
No,
it
but
comes
no,
down
it
to it.
worked. No, it works within his evilness.
Okay.
I
I
was
think
not
it
feeling
works
that.
pretty well here with Krim too, but
No,
that's
I
just
don't.
me.
I disagree. I disagree.
I think it works really well because if he's playing it as if the guy's evil, then it's too
Hmm.
much. But he's
Yeah.
playing it as if he's just this like sort of goofball guy who sees himself as a fun pirate,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he's the most evil guy.
Yeah.
I
And
get that.
He's trying to
I
he
it,
seems
get that, but it
altruistic
was a
to
little bit too
himself.
much for me. It was a little bit
Eh,
too goofy
that's fair. That's fair.
for that kind of
I will
job.
say, yeah, I will say like I don't at every point I was like I don't think this guy can get any worse. And then he like kills a kid, like kills their whole family in front of her and then kills a kid and then we find out like trafficking and all that stuff and I was like, "Oh man.
But
Yeah."
then, like, I feel like the whole trafficking thing comes out of nowhere, and I don't really remember any of that stuff until I
What that
keep.
they had little girls in cages. That was the whole like saving
Yeah, I
them to
don't
the
remember.
end.
I thought what sticks out was for him. What sticks out is the goofy moments for me. And that's that. I should be repulsed by this guy. I was repulsed by the High Evolutionary in Guardian 3 because they open it up on that shit. They open it up on Rocket Raccoon just being a regular raccoon, running around in the cage with other raccoons, and then his hand comes out and grabs them, and then they keep coming back to, him being experimented on, and then, this guy killing his little animal friends. Like they really emphasized all that. I did not get that here. I just got goofy moments. That's what I remember.
well,
But see, I
because
think if it was too dark, it would be too much for a movie like this. Like if it was really about like
Okay,
human trafficking and he
give me
really
a
was
better
a
balance.
monster.
Give me a better balance.
I don't
Is what
think you
I'm
need it.
saying.
But
Is
that's
what
what
it
I'm
ultimately
saying.
comes down to. I
okay,
I
disagree.
don't think you need it.
so the
I
difference
think it's fine.
between Krim and High Evolutionary is High Evolutionary sees himself as a god.
Hmm.
Like he is somebody who is about ultimate control and everything has to serve his will and all of that. Krim is like regular evil. He doesn't see himself as evil. He sees himself as practical.
Hmm.
And that means that sometimes, yeah, he just wants a piece of pie and he wants to taunt people and be like a fun pirate. But what he's doing is so evil that it counteracts everything about his personality.
Hmm.
That's I'm not saying he's a deep character, but I'm saying that
Okay.
that that contrast is for me what makes the character even more hateable.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of what you're saying is fair. He was just not doing it for me.
I get that. I do get it. It's not the
Yeah,
most
that's fair.
memorable villain, but what
Yeah.
he's doing underneath the whole current
Right.
of the movie is doing a lot of the work.
Yeah. Well, I think
So,
Yeah.
why I love Holt as Lex Luthor is I always hear that Lex Luthor is like this evil maniacal, one of the world's smartest man,
no, he's
villain.
a fucking child is what he is.
Yeah.
Well, no. But I never really, and I got a little bit of that with with the animated series. I did not get that with Hackman. Did not get
Well,
that with
Hackman is
Huh.
just playing him as greedy.
Oh yeah, I did not
Yeah.
like
He's just
Yeah.
like
at that point, before Holt, Spacey was my favorite, but he was still, like he still wanted real estate. And then I don't know what the hell Jesse Eisenberg was doing. Nicholas Holt is the Lex
oh, I forgot
Luthor
Jesse Eisenberg played him. Yeah.
that I keep hearing about. The Lex Luthor that I've read in the few Superman comics that I've read. He's the Lex Luthor from the cartoon that I watched as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's kind of another reason why, like, I'm kind of comparing the two because forever I wanted a great Lex Luthor, and I finally got it with Hulk.
Well, my
Sure.
Lex Luthor is Michael Rosenbaum
Oh
from
yeah, yeah,
Smallville.
he was good. He was very
Like
good.
Yeah.
legendary, best part of that show up until they stopped using him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Show just went on too long. They probably should have ended it well
yeah,
before. What did it go on for like 12, 15 seasons
10,
or something like
10
that?
seasons, 10
10
seasons.
seasons. Okay,
Yeah,
so not as
which is
many as
still
that, but
too long.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I can't watch that show
Supergirl.
anymore because
Pretty
John
good.
Snyder's in
It's
it.
got some problems. Because who's in it?
John Snyder from Dixie Hazzard.
Oh yeah, yeah. He played.
Mm,
He played Pa Kent in Smallville. He was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
yeah, no,
And Annette O'Toole was the mom, and she was
Hmm.
also great.
Oh
but no,
yeah, Ned O'Toole's in that. I forgot about that.
he's basically a white supremacist.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean,
he got real Trumpy.
yeah.
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
was it? What was the other Allison Mack who was in like the cult?
She was in the Nixium cult. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
So
human traffickers. So there you
Smallville.
go.
A lot
yeah.
of
Oh,
problems.
I don't remember that about. I remember I watched the whole video about that
Oh,
cult.
that was the
I don't
whole
remember
thing
the
about
full.
Nixium is they were like trafficking young women.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't remember
So
that about it.
maybe that inspired Supergirl a little bit. Maybe I
Maybe
don't know.
so.
Yeah, yeah. I guess.
Fortunately, Allison Mack has seen the error of her ways and she is trying to atone
Yeah,
for it.
That's good.
I hope
yeah,
that her soul is intact after being part of such a horrendous thing.
yeah. That was sad to hear about because she's a really.
She should be in jail, but
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's not.
but
She did serve time though, didn't she? I think she
Oh,
did. I
did
don't
she?
remember though. I think she
Well,
did, but she didn't get off. She got off pretty easily. Pretty
yeah.
easy
yeah.
by
I mean,
comparison.
she's really cute though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really like her character from the few episodes I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, I
But
loved her character. She was one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters on that show, Chloe. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
But then later in life, when I found out that what she was a part of, I was like, ooh, yuck.
yeah, terrible. But
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, guys, if you don't have anything else you want to talk about, you want to get to favorite part and then least favorite part.
We got to talk about one scene real quick,
Okay.
which is a scene that is basically it's not a James Gunn film, but it is a James
Mm-hmm.
Gunn scene
Mm-hmm.
where all of a sudden during an action sequence it turns into slow motion and you
Oh my
get
God. I hope you weren't going to talk about this. I really hope you were not going to talk about this.
yeah, because I guess you hated it. I loved it. I was
I thought it was
crying.
dumb. I
I
thought it was
was
stupid.
I was so into it. It's not even funny.
Wait, what are y'all
It's
talking
just
about?
where
Which part?
where it's the action sequence near the end
Uh-huh.
and everything slows down and the camera's going in a circle and you get to hear the cover of that Jimmy Eat World song.
Yeah.
Like a slow acoustic, like female led cover of The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
I mean, I
And
love that song, but that song was
I
fucking
thought
terrible.
no, I thought that scene was gorgeous. I was so into that because that scene is not about Supergirl. That scene is about Ruthie.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about Ruthie's state of mind and her coming to see like what one, Kara is capable of, and two, what am I going to do after this? You know, she's got to make a choice at this point.
Yeah.
And Kara is the one that's helping her make the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Kara takes on the choice herself. But I understand why it's cheesy. I didn't care. I adored it.
I didn't care either. I was fine with it. I mean, I could see why people
Again,
were like,
who are
oh,
you,
it's just like
Jackson? Are you a
Guardians of the
plot
Galaxy.
person?
No, I'm somebody that like has really deep feels. And that scene just really hit the main vein. Like I was that's like,
Mm.
But you're supposed to hate everything.
yeah, well, I guess I'm
It's
getting
supposed to be
old.
you and Eric that hates everything and I like everything, and you're supposed to be
Mm.
against me. It's not supposed to be me and Eric against you.
I mean, you know, to each their own. There's different movies for everyone. I will say that I on Sunday I went and sat and watched Toy Story 5 and then quietly cried for an hour and 30 minutes while a bunch of children were sitting around me. So, you know, to each their own.
Eric,
I love Toy
give
Story
me your
5.
man card,
It's
please.
great.
Give me your man
Do
card.
what? You can have it. I
I'm
don't
just
really
kidding.
have it anymore.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Dude, I cried doing the wild robot.
Oh, so did
Yeah,
I. The
Yeah.
whole movie.
That's the only time I cried in a movie theater.
that's the only time. Oh man, you wait till you get older.
I
Like it happens. It's just like floodgates now. Like anything
I
about like, oh god, yeah.
I got
yeah.
emotional in the movie theater, like at Fableman's and shit like that.
Mhm.
But like Toy Story 3, I almost cried during. But now I cry.
Oh,
Like
bald tears. Just oh man, like the end of that,
I
the whole
remember
last 20 minutes of that movie, just like constant tears.
I remember I watched a lot of time I watched Toy Story 3 when it introduced Bonnie, and then I texted my mom. I'm like 20 minutes of Toy Story 3 and I'm about to cry. I'm already wanting to cry. It's so
Well, yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, because Bonnie is obviously neurodivergent coded.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into favorite part and least favorite part. Eric, what's your favorite part?
My favorite part is and someone else is probably gonna say this. Millie Alcock. She's
No,
great.
she's
She's
so good.
wonderful. Even when the movie for me like doesn't quite work sometimes. Some of the writing's a little clunky, some of the editing's pretty clunky. But she's always like charismatic and easily watchable. Best part of the whole movie. Like keeps everything grounded, hits the emotional beats later on. Wonderful. Can't
Oh
ask for
yeah.
anything more in like a superhero
Yeah.
movie. Like
And
it's
all
great.
these
Yeah, I really like her
fucking
too.
incels on the internet that are trying to say that she's like ugly and shit.
Get
Like
out of here.
fuck all the way off.
Yeah, get the fuck
You're just talk about somebody who ought to give up their man card.
right.
Yeah.
God. What a bunch of insecure idiots.
Yeah, I remember I don't know if you guys ever watched Double Toasted. Um they're
Mm-mm.
like a pop
I don't know what
culture
that is.
kind of new. Those guys are really funny. You should check them out.
Mm.
Okay.
But the guy on there, Corey, was basically, commenting on that, and he said, "Well, yeah, don't tell me that if she offers sex to you guys that you wouldn't have your clothes off before she finished that sentence." I mean, I would. I wouldn't mind.
Not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah, so that's kind of yeah. I mean, she's pretty hot, man. I'm not gonna lie, she's pretty hot, and
she's very
She's really
she's
good in
very
that part.
British. She's got very British teeth, which I love.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. It to me, she seems more like a normal person. Like usually like they would cast somebody in
she
like
is
years
like
ago. They would
she's somebody that like is your waitress at Cracker
yeah.
Barrel or whatever. Yeah.
Mm. All right, and what's your least favorite part, Eric?
I mean the story mechanics are pretty tried and true. Like it's a revenge film for the most part, and it's sort of like a gotta save the race
Mhm.
against the clock. It's a revenge, like they're just ticking off all the like the big arc sort of things. But I will say though, I do like that it is more personal and it is not just like into the universe sort of thing, and I have to do this because I'm the only person who can sort of thing. So
Uh-huh.
it's choices. Like people are making choices to go on these paths. So
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I talked myself out of that. I don't know. And maybe if it just wasn't like a revenge movie again or like a ticking clock. I don't know. But
Yeah.
those were the only things that were just like early on. I was like, I don't know.
All right, Jackson, what about you?
Favorite part, and we didn't really talk about it at all. And honestly, like it's kind of a retread of last year's Superman, but this movie's all
Mm,
about saving the dog.
Mm.
yeah.
I mean, that's what Clark is trying to do in the first one, and that's Kara's whole arc in this movie
Dude, I
until
love the part.
Yeah.
I love the
she
part in the
realizes, yeah,
beginning when Crypto pees on the on the newspaper
Mm-hmm.
of Superman, and then
yeah.
Kara goes, "Well, at least you hit the paper this time."
Got most of it on there.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Crypto? I mean, yes, I recognize that's not a real dog; it's a CGI dog. I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm
Yeah, I
super
love Crypto.
invested in everything that happens when Crypto is on screen.
Yeah.
I want a whole Crypto movie. I know they technically made one a few years ago
Right.
that I didn't see. But anyway, like Crypto, I mean, I'm an animal person.
Well, they
Like
made
I
one a
like,
few years ago.
I was
Yeah.
animated.
It was like an
And
animated,
like
yeah.
Oh, whoa, yeah,
had
yeah,
like The
yeah.
Rock as the voice
I
of
remember
Crypto
that.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
It
coming out
looks
with a
bad.
Crypto cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, but I just love Crypto in these movies because yes, it's a CGI dog that has superpowers, but also acts exactly like a real dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's very well observed dog behavior.
Mm.
So I love it. That's my favorite part.
Yeah. So when we went to go see the Superman, it's when my aunt just bought a dog, like a new dog. And as
Hmm.
soon as Crypto popped out and started, jumping all over Superman, my aunt, turned over to my mom and is like, that's how exactly how our dog is. It's
Yeah.
all over the
That's
place.
New
how.
puppies. New puppies are always like that. Yeah.
So my parents recently rehomed their dog because
Mm.
um not because they wanted to, but because he's a big dog. He's like a 90
Mm,
pound dog, and my mom's getting to the point where she's really worried about falling. And
mm,
Murphy had so much energy, and he's always jumping up and running around and getting the zoomies. She was just afraid that he was going to injure her. So
Mm.
they actually did send him to live on a farm where he has like a whole like yard and like a fenced in yard, and there's other animals around and
mm.
everything. Like it's not a euphemism. He really does live on a farm now. He has lots of space to run around, and he has a doggy door out into the fenced in yard where he can come and go as he pleases. And it's probably for the best. I am gonna miss that dog because he was a lot of fun sometimes.
Yeah.
He also looks a
Yeah.
lot like Crypto. Like
Yeah.
he's a big white fluffy dog. Um, but yeah, so that was kind of sitting in my chest when I was watching this movie as
Mm.
well.
Yeah, apparently Crypto is the look of it is based off of James Gunn's dog.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. And the least favorite part of the movie.
Um, the cinematography, because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's kind of bland. Like obviously, Superman was a very bright, colorful, vibrant movie. This movie kind of is very brown, and some scenes are just too dark. You can't really tell what's going
Mm.
on, and that's just a
Hmm.
problem in a lot of Hollywood films now.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
and then
wasn't
people
so
had a
much that it
problem.
ruined the movie, but it's like, come on, y'all, just make
Yeah.
it more like colorful
Add
and
a little
fun.
light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then people had a problem with like how Superman flew in the new and in his movie. I'm like, dude, it looks awesome. Like, this is the best Superman flying scenes ever.
I mean, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so my favorite part would be when Superman discovers Kara's crash ship and then kind of introduces
Mm.
himself to him because that
Yeah,
made
it's
me
really good.
Yeah. It's
sweat
good.
even more at that character. And I'm so
Hmm.
excited for Man Tomorrow next summer. Plus my boy Matthew Lillard's gonna be in there, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who he's playing, but least favorite part, probably the editing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not very good. But yeah, let's get into ratings. And how we rate our movies is we each give the movie a possible score out of 10. And then we put that our individual scores into an average calculator to get the official horror sci-fi and beyond score. And I'm talking about you, Jackson. What would you give this movie out of 10?
I waffle a little bit because I realize this movie is not, it has flaws,
Mm,
but
Hmm.
I have an affection for it that's going to let me give it an 8.
an 8?
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Eric?
Solid 7. Like I think it's wonderful, like popcorn fare. It's got just enough on its mind, so it's not just like completely mindless. Um, Colorful, fun. I had a good time.
All right, cool. Um, I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5. I
Mm.
think it's not a shit show. Don't believe what people are saying that it's gonna be this is the end of James Gunn's DC universe. Like fuck all that noise. Um, but it was fun enough. I really enjoyed myself for the most part. It's the middle of the road superhero movie. Nothing really special except for the her origin scenes and then my favorite part with Superman. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. So that means the official horror sci-fi and beyond score for Supergirl is A 7.5.
Yeah, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. So thank you
There's
for
parts
joining.
of it that are like higher, but like I would say parts of it are a little lower. I don't know.
All right, so I have a hypothetical this week,
Lay it
and
on us.
it's a little more complicated than they are sometimes. Okay, let's say there's Zor-El, and she's already pretty drunk, and you're also drunk, but maybe a little bit less so.
Mm,
But you can tell that like something volatile is blooming
Mm.
in her brain, and you have two choices here.
mm,
So I'm gonna say there's a jukebox in there with lots of Earth music on it, like
mm-hmm.
all anything you can imagine. Um, so you get to play one song for Kara, but you get to choose: are you gonna play the song that calms her down, or the song that makes her blow the roof off of the bar?
Oh,
So you get to
interesting.
choose one or the other. You can choose one or the other.
So,
What
do I
song do
need
you
to pick the
choose,
songs like in this
and what do you
scenario?
hope it accomplishes?
So did I tell you what song I pick?
Yeah, yeah. You tell us what song you would pick, but you have to pick a song that would do one or the other.
Probably Kiss on the
So,
Rose because of the Batman connection.
Mm,
so,
okay.
And I think I
oh,
would.
you think that would calm her down, or make
I think
it
so.
make her even angry? Okay,
What about you, Eric? What
okay.
song
Show
would you
your
pick?
work.
Yeah. So what do you want to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish by having her explode? I guess was that what you wanted? That was your end goal,
Me?
Drew? Yeah, you.
I'm
You're
trying
the
to
one
calm
that
her
answered.
down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to calm her
Oh,
down.
so you're trying to calm her down? Like, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Ooh. I'm going to say I'm going to what were we drinking? What were we drinking earlier in the night? Were we drinking like tequila, whiskey? We just having beers and she's just getting like
I'll
upset
tell
or
you what we're
like
eating. I'll tell you what we're eating. We're eating alien poop popcorn.
great.
Oh, we
Uh
didn't even talk about the poop popcorn. Oh my god!
I forgot about the poop
What a
popcorn.
perfect weird touch.
That was sus. That was
I
such a
laughed
James
so
Gunn
hard.
moment. That was such a James Gunn moment.
It, it really was. I mean, he didn't direct it, but he's got his fingerprints all over it, and that
Mm-hmm.
is so him.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, but you
Uh
think "Kiss from a Rose" would calm her down? Why do you
Yes.
think it would calm her down?
Because it's a soothing song.
Okay, no deeper level other than that.
Well, then
Okay,
again, she might think because it's kind of like a love song in a way,
yeah,
like a kind of a dark, emotional one. But she might think I'm hitting on her. So that
that's
might
a
not work.
possibility. But she'd be
yeah.
cool about it. Like there's that one like big slimy alien that comes up to her, and she's like, "Not gonna happen, buddy." And then he just leaves her alone after that.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, plus I just chose it because it's in another DC superhero movie.
Right. Yeah.
But that song just rocks.
It's a
Yeah.
great song. Like Seal has a whole catalog of bangers. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, Eric, which song do you choose, and what purpose do you hope it achieves?
Well, uh if I were to come on, Drew, I'm trying to answer here. Don't sing
Ooh,
Kiss from a
more
Rose.
give you stranger. It feels, yeah, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom,
Because that's
life
what
is
people tune in for on this show is to hear
better.
Drew sing.
I would say let's burn it down. I would say let's play Police on My Back by The Clash, and we're going to tear across the galaxy tonight because she needs a little release. We're just gonna tear all the way across the galaxy. I'll drive though. I'll be the DD, and then she can just have a gay old time.
Hmm. All right, what about you, Jackson? What song would you do?
So I think I'm going to try to calm her down.
Mm.
I thought about playing "Bad Reputation" by Joan Jett, but it was a little too
Yeah.
on the nose.
Mhm.
But the song I would pick, and I can never remember the name of the artist because I think it's a collaboration,
Mm-hmm.
but it's that one that's like, you know, you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Philip
It's got
Philip.
that, yeah, okay. But yeah, it's got that stompy, clappy kind of thing. But, you know, I want Kara to feel at home. I want her to realize that she's found her people. You know, I want the best for her. I want her to feel secure and everything. And I feel like that song does a really good job of that. So
Now, if I was
that's the
trying
one.
to make you upset, I would totally go Bullet for Butterfly Ring. Just how that song builds up. Well, I just love that song. That's my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song.
I mean, it fits Kara pretty well, despite
Yeah.
all my rage. Yeah.
In spite of a rage, I'm still just surrounding the cage.
We should do a super compilation where Drew just it's just a super compilation of Drew singing that goes on. It probably could go on for like 30 minutes.
I mean, if you were to dig through the archives of this show,
Archives through all of them. Yeah.
it's either Drew singing or doing impressions or
Yeah.
something.
Or sucking that Spielberg dick.
That would be
Yes.
3-4 hours long. That wouldn't even be.
Yeah. Except, you know what? I like Disclosure Day more than you did. So
That's true.
Well, I like it more than Eric.
I like this movie, I think, more than Disclosure Day, personally.
I still like Disclosure Day.
I like them about the same, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, thanks as always for watching. Next episode is actually going to be the next episode of Hour on Hitchcock with Reed Lackey. We're reviewing Dial M for Murder. So that's going to be coming out in a couple of days on Friday. Because we weren't able to, record that last week. So I skipped a week. So you're gonna get 2 episodes this week, which is pretty awesome for you guys. Um,
Lucky.
yep. And then I think week after that we're doing Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? With apparently from what I understand, it's basically the Odyssey, and we got
Yeah.
Nolan's The Odyssey coming out.
It's 100%
Yeah.
the Odyssey.
Yeah.
There's a Cyclops. There's a one-eyed Cyclops played by John Goodman in
It's
it.
got
Oh my God, I'm
sirens,
watching
it's
food
got
tonight. I'm
pseudonyms.
watching
Sirens,
food
it's got everything.
tonight.
Yeah.
I need
Have you
to
ever
tell
seen
Johnny to shut the
Oh
fuck
Brother?
up.
Have you seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
No,
Drew?
I've never seen it.
Oh,
really
you're in
good.
for a treat. You're in for a treat.
Yep.
It's very funny.
Yep. And then next episode, I think we're doing the next summer of Ghibli or Ghibli. So we're
Oh,
doing.
I'm so excited. Kiki's delivery service.
I still
Oh,
need
I'm
to
so
watch
excited.
it. I
Oh,
haven't
it's
seen Kiki's yet.
It's
I've
so
never
good.
seen it, and we're doing the
Wonderful.
Boy in the Harem, which I've never seen either. So
I've never
I
seen
still
either one
haven't
of
watched
those.
that, but
Yeah.
yeah, Kiki's is so good.
Yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
yeah, and then
Excited.
I think it's the Odyssey next, and then Evil
Yeah.
Dead Burns,
Yeah.
which I'm excited for because
Which is it's such a strange summer
It's-
release.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm worried that it's gonna be the first Evil Dead movie I don't like.
yeah. I will
Yeah.
say there is one of the leads is from Arkansas, which I
cool.
didn't know until
Oh,
the
nice.
other day. So
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Well, this is funny because Sam Raimi worked with Billy Bob Thornton on Perfect. What is it called? Perfect
Simple Plan?
Simple Plan. Yeah, and he's from Arkansas too. So
Not the band Simple Plan. They're different.
Well, I mean, so was Johnny Cash. So was
Yeah.
Levon Helm.
All right, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you like this episode and you want to see more spooky and weird content, make sure you slash that subscribe button and follow us at Facebook at Horror Sci-Fi and Beyond. And also, don't forget to leave this episode a killer comment and give it a King Kong size thumbs up. And as always, guys, stay weird.